All right, so it has been forever since I did a video, and I was thinking, hey, let's get some videos in on this channel again. And honestly, some things just don't need to be in a live, because when I do live formatting, I like to talk and chit chat, and some things I thought about, I just want to talk about that and be done with it. So welcome to me doing videos again. Round of applause. Thank you. Round of applause. The fragrances we're going to talk about tonight are Montale Intense Cafe, Mancera's Roses Vanille, and Tiziana Terenzi's Delox. Now, all of these are discussed because they are very similar. And so I wound up with all three of them. And so I said, let me think about which one I like. Are they worth having all three? Which one do you really need? So I'm gonna start off with the first one that I bought, which is the Montale Intense Cafe. Now, let me tell you how, look at, I got the little bitty bottle of it. Let me tell you how this got started, because of course, I started watching videos on YouTube, and it was like, I kept hearing about the, you start listening and there's hyped up fragrances. Well, I kept hearing about this Intense Cafe. It's got this coffee note. It's like, it's so sexy. It's so this, it's so that. Okay, so I was like, okay, I saw this little bitty bottle of it. I said, well, let me try it. Now, one of the things is that I don't drink coffee, but I like the smell of coffee. Something about the smell of coffee is so rich. It's so inviting to me. So I was like, okay, well, let me try this. So I tried it. Now, one of the things that I've always heard about it is that the coffee note isn't as strong and it's very fleeting. Now, on me, it isn't like that. And the reason why I say that is I think I smell the coffee note longer than a lot of people, because I don't drink coffee, but I like the smell of it. So therefore, I'm not inundated with the smell of coffee a lot. So my nose isn't as used to it as others. So when I first wore this and when I wear it, the actual coffee note does last pretty long on me. And as always, it's a Montale. So it is Diva Mode. Right? So it lasts a very long time on my skin. It does have that beautiful rose. It does have the vanilla. It does have all those things that they say it does. But, so it is what it is. But I will say I could see that the coffee note, if you're looking for the coffee note, it's not going to be as prominent as you probably want it to be. So the next I bought, and not knowing anything about how people talked about how these were similar, was the Roses Vanille by Mansara, because if you know anything about me, I love Mansara. Mansara is one of my favorite houses. So I was going, in my buying of Mansara, and I bought Roses Vanille. Now, honestly, this does smell just like Intense Cafe, just without the coffee note. This is a very sweet, but it's got the sugary note to it. It's got a slight in the beginning, it's got lemon, and so it's got a little tartness to it right in the beginning, and then it has watery notes. So it's not quite as rich and sugary as it could be, because it does have that sugar note in it. It is gorgeous. It is Mansara. It does last long on your skin. It is Diva Mode all day. Some people don't like it, but hey, not everything is for everybody. Now, I have to be honest, getting this Delox was one of those moments that I really did need to do it. And the reason why I say that is because I have Intense Cafe. But I kept hearing about how Delox was so much better than Intense Cafe. It was like Intense Cafe on steroids and everything. And so I was like, okay, you're going to get it, because you know how this is. You know how this feels in your head. Everybody who buys fragrances, who's into fragrances, understands how this happened. Not because I needed it, but it was like, well, shoot, if it's better than Intense Cafe, I need to have it. And so I got it. Now, is it? I got to be honest. The truth is the truth. It is a much stronger coffee. The coffee lasts longer in this one. It is Diva Mode, baby. It lasts on your skin. I wore this a couple of days ago, And this was on me all, I want to say it was really on my skin for about 10 hours. Now, it was pretty strong for about 7 hours, where it was really strong, where I could really smell it really good. But it really did last on my skin to the point that I was like, okay, I'm really tired of this now. And I really do like it. It's really beautiful. It has this really rich coffee and rose, and that's what really I was digging, because I could definitely smell the coffee with the rose, and then that vanilla and that sweetness. It was glorious. Now, here's one thing I'm gonna say about all three of these. Everybody like talks about them like these are one of their sexiest scents. Honestly, I don't consider these sexy scents. I think they're beautiful. I think they're glorious. I really love the richness of them, but I don't think of them as sexy. They just don't give me that sexy vibe. Honestly, they don't. What I do like is how they smell. They're beautiful gourmands. They are just this like, you smell, just sweet and sugared rose. So that's why I like it. But it's a sugared rose that just doesn't ring sexy to me. And I don't know why, but it's the truth. So anyway, let's talk about which one I like. Which one do you need? I gotta be honest. If you want the coffee note, get the Delox. For one thing, you can find this at a really good price if you look around. I didn't pay as much. Do not pay like $170 for this. This is 100 ml extrait de parfum. You can find this around 120 if you really want it, which means that it's at about the same price point as the Montale, and it has a deeper, richer coffee note going on. If you just don't want that coffee note, then go with the Roses Vanille, because you're still going to get the same type of rose and sweetness and vanilla, sugared rose with vanilla, without that coffee note. So it all depends on what you want. What am I going to do? I'm going to keep the Delox. I'm going to keep my Roses Vanille because it's Mancera. And y'all know, what did we say? But I think I'm going to wind up getting rid of the little baby Montale, because what do I need it for if I've got Delox now? This is nice, but Delox, she's a straight Diva Mode scent. All right, y'all. So tell me what y'all think about this video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Do you have any of these fragrances? Do you want them? What are your thoughts on any of them? I would love to hear about it. And as always, if you can't go and hang out here, go on and hit that subscribe on your way out. It's just a polite thing to do when you come and visit somebody's YouTube channel. Go on and hit that subscribe, become part of, hanging out with LuuLuu. All right, so that's it. This is my first video in months. Should I keep doing them, y'all? What y'all think? All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye. If you decide that you enjoy watching this video and want to hang out some more, go ahead and hit the subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment. Matter of fact, we'll talk about what you should talk, because I like to, whatever. Let me just go on. All right, so what are you doing? Okay, let's try this again.